So last time we talked about creating physical space for yourself on the ice and what that means, and I didn't want to go too long, so we're going to talk about part 2, the second part of what I mean when I say you're creating space for yourself. So the first part was physical. Now we're going to talk about like the metaphorical space, or the space that we create, whether that may be in like our schedule and like our actual activities for the day or for the week or for the month, and also like the space that we create in our calendar. So skating should be seen as your workout. Like, I know that you're doing this for fun and you just want to like get back on the ice and feel your skates on the ice and you know, be able to say that you're back and you're skating again. And like, that's all fine and well. Like, if you're only in this because you just want to be able to say you're back skating, good for you. But like, you don't need a coach to do that. You don't need a team to do that. You don't need friends at the rink to help you or motivate you do that. You can do all that on your own. Go to public skating. Go to a public skating session, get on the ice, go around a couple times. Congratulations, you did it. You're on the ice. You don't have to sign up or pay a lot of money to do that at all. The difference between a skater who does those things and a skater who is looking to see figure skating in their life as something that's going to help improve their quality of life. It's going to help give them energy. It's going to be a benefit to their life, not just another thing that they have to do or they feel obligated to do. And it's something that's fun for them on top of all those things. But why you have to create space is to help you understand like why you're doing this. Like I said, you could just go into a public skating session and pay like, you know, $10 or something for admission, or $5 or $7 for admission, and you have your own skates and feel great about yourself. Awesome. Or you could push yourself and actually create a space for yourself in your schedule that's going to help you physically, mentally, emotionally, and help you just generally have more energy and feel better about yourself and your life. That's going to cost you, but the benefit is definitely worth it. Now, for me, when I was working my retail job, I have had several jobs in retail, and as a salesperson, both like doing like stock and regular salesy people things, cashiering and stuff, and as like department managers, assistant manager, a store manager. Like, I've done all those roles, and I really thought that my life was geared towards a life in retail. I went to school for fashion communications and promotion. I thought I wanted to be a fashion publicist. I thought I wanted to do the whole like move to New York and grind and do the fashion shows and all those things, because I really enjoyed that at the time. And I still have like a love for those things, but that's not where my passion lies. That's not something that I actually was feeling fulfilled doing. And I felt like there was something missing in my life. I really started to feel like I was losing my identity. I didn't understand what was going on and why, because I had this great career path laid out in front of me. I was making a good salary. I had benefits. I had like all the things that you want as an adult, especially right out of college. I never had a time in my life where I didn't have a job. So I felt really grateful. But at the same time, I felt lost. I felt confused. I didn't understand, you know, like what I was supposed to be doing with my life. And I thought, am I supposed to do this until I retire? Like, I'm in my early 20s and I'm going to do this for, 50 years or something? That's crazy. And I didn't understand why I wasn't like feeling good about the things that I was accomplishing in my career. Part of it was that I didn't really want to do retail, but I didn't know what else I wanted to do. So I decided to go back to what I knew, and that was figure skating. So I had taken a long time away from the rink, and I wasn't really even skating just for myself, let alone coaching. I never thought I could really be a coach. And, I had a coach and a mentor who kind of like encouraged me to start doing learn to skate instruction. So, I went and I got my professional membership, and I was like, it's kind of a lot of money at the time, and I don't think that I'm really going to even use it. So what's the point? But she encouraged me to do it, and I did. And I got so much enjoyment and so much fulfillment every Monday when I would go teach. I would leave the mall where I worked, and I would drive about 5 minutes down the road from the mall and teach this learn to skate class every Monday night. I would rush out of work, like in my skating gear. I would change in the bathroom, rush to my car, rush to the rink to teach this class, because I had like a 5-minute window literally to get to the rink and put my skates on before class started. I was racing. But it was worth it, because when I got there, I was teaching these kids how to skate, and they were just like loving it. And I loved teaching them, and I loved seeing their growth. And after 8 weeks, I like couldn't believe that I had stopped doing this, or that I didn't think I was going to be good at it, or that I had even ever stopped skating. I was like mad at myself because I stopped. And now being back here at the rink, like it changed everything in my life. So at the time, I wasn't ready to say like, oh, I want to be a coach and I want this to be like a job for me. It was just something I was doing once a week, because my career path was still in retail, and I still was like moving up the ladder, the metaphorical ladder, the pyramid or whatever. And that was what my ambition was. But I really enjoyed skating, and that was the thing that helped give me fulfillment. So flash forward many years later, I'm a full-time coach, and I'm teaching private lessons. I'm going to competitions. I'm doing team skating. I'm creating this new Skate Full Out program. Like, this whole thing is happening for me because I took a chance on myself to do something that was truly just for me. Like, that coach at the time, who's my mentor at the time, like, she told me that I should do it and that I'd be good at it, but I didn't really believe her. So I decided to just take a shot. And when I did it, it was solely just because I thought, what's the worst that could happen? Like, I go and I make a couple bucks, you know, doing something that I'm good at and that I like to work with kids and stuff. So like, this should be fine. But what it ended up doing for me is like really set me up for a lot of fulfillment in my life. So I tell you this story not just so you can learn a little bit more about me, but also because I want you to see like that skating isn't just so you can get physically stronger, or that you can like feel good by saying like, oh, I'm a figure skater, or I go to the rink, you know, and I can skate around, I can do spins and jumps and stuff. Like, that's all fine and well, but there's a true difference between a skater who gets fulfillment and feels passion about figure skating enough to spend their time and their money and their energy on this sport, because it takes a lot. It takes all those things and more to be able to have any type of success, even at a recreational level, at like doing this sport. It really does. It takes a lot. But what you get out of it is totally worth it. So if you can find a way to create space in your schedule, even if it's once a week for an hour or 40 minutes or something, to focus on your skills and focus on something that makes you happy, it really starts to recharge your battery for the rest of the week. And you will have a time where you'll feel like, I really need to do this multiple days. Like, once a week isn't enough. And if you haven't skated before, you're going to think I'm crazy. You're going to be like, I don't have time for a once a week thing, or multiple times a week, let alone like, but once you start up again, like, that changes everything, because your quality of life will change once you dedicate the time to skating.